All right, for S&P, looking for sell side here. Previous day's low down here. All right, so market trading higher, trading through this swing high here. Watching this fair value gap in here. Does that lend support? Oops. Just reading the tape right now, seeing what they want to do with it. All right, I'm going to pull the trigger on an S&P short here. And then let's take profit here below the low. Really like how we traded higher, took out buy stops. That builds in a short-term premium, allowing me to go short. And then aiming for the previous day's low here. New 15-minute candle. And new 5-minute candle. Whoops. And new 5-minute candle here. Want to see this candle remain bearish after this nice rejection here on this 5-minute. Stops just going above the 3 candle. The 3rd candle, the fair value gap candle, 1, 2, 3. Stop loss just above candle number 1. So ideally, we'll see the body stay in the lower half like this. Looking at NASDAQ here. This fair value gap trading up into it. Want to see this respected. See NASDAQ take out these lows here. And that'll allow ES to continue bearish into previous day's low. It's like how the body's staying in the lower portion of that fair value gap. I don't want to see us come back up into that range anymore. Five-minute candle just closed. Like how this candle opened, traded higher, respected this up close candle, still indicating bearishness. This next 5-minute candle, want to see it continue accelerating lower. So just bought 2 back. On my other account here, I'm short 6 minis. So just 2 coming off here. So just 30% of the position coming off here. On this account, because I just have 2, I'm looking to get a full pull into the targets. But at least taking off 2 minis of the 6 locks in about $600 for me. So worst case scenario here, looking to lock something in here this Friday. So trimming risk to here. Right, market should not trade back up into this gap here. So just going to reduce some risk. All right, boom. All right, so what's that? It's about all right, it's about a $3,000 day for me. Looking at the executions. Going short here. Covering at the previous day's low. Getting the trader paid. So guys, doing a short review here. I'll go ahead, review what it is I was looking at here. How I was able to pivot with my bias, how I was able to switch what I was looking for, and I'll go ahead and go into that now. So wanted to see if we could remain bullish and leave London low intact. But like I teach you guys with market structure, this low here is what? An intermediate term low. This low here is also an intermediate term low. If we're breaking intermediate term lows to the downside and displacing down through them, that is not bullish, right? It's not bullish. It's not telling you the market's going higher. And I know I did the pre-market analysis on NASDAQ, but it's the same thing, right? This key low here, this key low here. We don't want to see those levels broken to the downside. When it does and it displaces down through it, that gives me insight to then look for the other side of the market. So the first trade I was looking to take would have been this short here into that 75 level, and that would have given me about a 50-point scalp. And that would have been phenomenal here for my Friday. However, missed the trade, told you guys, hey, missed the setup. I'm not going to freak out, right? I'm not here, here tweaking out that I missed a trade, right? When you know these things repeat, there's multiple price runs all day, every day. And you guys just saw another example of that, right? So I didn't panic under pressure, didn't start freaking out because I missed my trade. You keep reading price. Market told me what? We're bearish, right? Because here we traded above the swing high, but I didn't call that a market structure shift. I said, I'm going to see how this fair value gap behaves here. It did what? Traded below and closed below it. So what's that telling me about this gap here? It's an inversion fair value gap. So if this is an inversion fair value gap, right? Look at the bodies. Should stay in the lower half. How many times have I said that today? At least 3 or 4, right? Body staying in the lower half. Price run here into these lows. I wanted to short S&P because S&P is weaker. S&P is already at the previous day's low here, whereas NASDAQ is still a bit of a ways away from it, right? So that's goes into asset selection, how I picked S&P over NASDAQ because I think it's a bit weaker. And that's going to round out about a $2,800 day. So not quite 3,000, but good enough for today.